أهلا بكم. على هامش مبادرة المستقبل للاستثمار تنضم إلينا دكتور منار المنيف كبيرة التنفيذيين للاستثمار في نيوم. Dr. Manar Al-Munif, thank you for being with us on CNN Business Arabic. So I'd like to dive right in and ask you about yesterday's announcements. So first of all, what specific types of groundbreaking technologies and sustainable logistics solutions will NEOM and DSV plan develop through this joint venture that's worth billions of dollars?
First of all, thank you so much for having me this morning. We're so excited with this partnership between NEOM and DSV. DSV, a global leader in logistic activity, both in construction and in construction. And we're proud to together embark on this new venture to actually develop all the logistic activity that NEOM require. This joint venture is going to be owned 51% by NEOM and 49% by DSV. The $10 billion investment that's been announced is going to focus in building the required infrastructure to meet NEOM vision, as well as to deliver on the demand that we have both in construction as well as non-construction. This joint venture will focus on delivering the logistical activities, focusing on having an end-to-end supply chain management, all the way from a 4PL that will focus on giving you the overview of how to plan it, how do you interact with other 2PL and 3PL provider, also having a 3PL, which is simply the actual day-to-day logistic movement for construction, and asset co that will be responsible on delivering the required infrastructure from logistic parks, distribution center, warehouses, fulfillment center, as well as focusing on delivering non-construction logistics. So as population ramp up, we're also building the required infrastructure to deliver it. Worth mentioning, the joint venture is committed to innovation, because that's what all NEOM is all about. How can we introduce new innovations that can be tested, developed, and commercialized out of NEOM? Therefore, we're allocating a certain percentage of the profit of this joint venture as part of the structure on an annual basis to fund new innovations. And we have really a long list of innovations that we're going to test and commercialize out of NEOM.
And how will this joint venture impact the Saudi economy in terms of GDP, job opportunities? So do you have any numbers or just a general outlook of the impact of this on the Saudi economy?
No, absolutely. We have a detailed business case with detailed numbers. So this joint venture is going to have 5 main benefits. The first one is going to be able to create a profitable industry in Saudi Arabia. The second one is about attracting FDI. The third one is about reducing the total cost and really making sure that we're driving efficiency. The fourth one is about creating jobs. And finally, how can we support and boost innovation? When it comes to creating jobs, the joint venture in phase 1 will create over 20,000 jobs, direct jobs in NEOM. These jobs, around 3,700, are going to be dedicated to research, development, innovation, engineering, really people that will try to introduce new processes, systems to help us drive a more efficient way of delivering logistic activity. Now, these are the direct jobs, but as well as, that there will be multiple indirect jobs through the second, the tier 2 suppliers that we will be dealing with. And this is something that will definitely create jobs, boost the economy, and drive GDP growth.
And how will the $10 billion be phased in? Over what period of time? So, what are the key milestones, let's say?
Great question. So the $10 billion is going to be from here till 2030. We have a detailed master plan that allows us to know exactly what investment is going to be deployed at when, based on the phased timeline of NEOM development. So the investment will start from next month in certain asset that is essential for us to deliver what needs to be done in end of 23, equally in 24, 25, and so on. It's based on NEOM development plan. We have a detailed bottom-up investment plan by day to meet the required timeline. If something changes in terms of we need to expedite, that's why having a global partner with us will enable us to pull things earlier and try to maximize as much as we can.
Any other partnerships in the pipeline?
Absolutely, absolutely. This is something, this is the core of what we're trying to do at NEOM. Simply, we're going to be the largest project for the next multiple decades. In order to use and to make value out of our spend, we're really focusing on bringing partners from early stage, partners that can help us in driving value, partners that will help us in introducing new technologies, partners that will enable us to secure the supply, as well as really focus on what bring value add in terms of knowledge transfer. So there will be There's a number of pipelines, opportunities already in the pipeline, and we will be announcing shortly more partnerships to the media.
Dr. Manar, for my last question, so we know there's an economic global turndown, there's hikes in interest rates, inflation, there's also political uncertainty in the region. How will NEOM hedge itself from these external factors, and how will it retain or attract investments towards NEOM amidst all of this happening globally?
It's the challenge is immense. It's not simple. But let me focus on answering a couple of things. The first one, if we look at it from the geopolitical landscape, it is sad what's happening around the world, and the more stability that we can drive in the region, the better it is and for everyone. In terms of NEOM offering specifically, what we're offering in NEOM is quite unique. It's not only the largest project, it's a project that is built on a basis of ESG, a project that is focused primarily on sustainability, a project that is built from the ground up. We're creating laws and regulation that will focus on business, allowing businesses to grow, allowing more innovation to be spin off. So our offering is very different. Our job is to work with the private sector and hedging, as well as addressing all of these challenges in terms of inflation, interest rate, financing, to try to create a win-win solution for them as well as NEOM. And that's what we do at the NEOM Investment Office.
So everything is still on track for NEOM.
Alhamdulillah.
Thank you so much, Dr. Manar, the Chief Investment Officer at NEOM. Thank you for being with us on CNN Business Arabic.
Pleasure. Thank you so much.